Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's discuss how to improve conversation. In order to improve conversation, there are 6 points here for you. But before embarking on these 6 points, I must say that we must know how to know the process of conversation. In order to know the process of conversation or speaking, these are the important points. So let's discuss. First point is speak, speak, and speak. There is no magic pill of speaking, especially the language which is not of your mother language, which is not your first language. So, in order to learn a language, in order to start a conversation, in order to speak a language, first of all, try to speak that particular language. And for the process of speaking, you must listen to the native speakers and must read the books. Here it is an example of a kid. A kid had certain thoughts in his or her mind, but he's not in the position to translate, to give the thoughts a certain words. But after listening to the adults, after reading the books, now he is in the position to transform, to translate the thoughts that are in the mind of the kid. So first of all, speak, 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 and listen and read. Before starting a conversation, reflect on your conversation. What is the meaning of reflect on your conversation? It means think before speaking. Think, try to think what are you trying to say. First of all, try to think in your mind. In simple, you can say that if you want to learn a certain language, for example, you want to speak English, try to think in English. Try to think in English. I think it is the most important thing in learning a language, because when you are able to learn that particular language, when you are able to think that particular language, then by the time you are able enough to speak that particular language in a very effective way. Learn phrases rather than single words. Do not cram words on daily basis. Try to learn short sentences, and this is really helpful in speaking. At the last, have fun, enjoy the process of learning, because when you think you are becoming better day by day, minute to minute, then it is not a burden on you. So let's discuss these 6 points that helps you to improve your conversation skills, because conversation is not difficult, but conversation with a stranger is kind of a bit difficult thing. So these are the points that helps you to conversate with a stranger. First thing, keep it simple. Keep it simple. It means you can start with general introduction. For example, I am Muhammad Arsalan. Simple. Greetings. Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Arsalan. Conversation starter question. There are lot of conversations questions that helps to start conversation. For example, how are you? How do you do? These questions help you to start conversation, but try to make it, keep it simple. The second point, give a compliment. Give a compliment, but a positive one. And compliment must be on real thing. Suppose you can make compliment on the shoes, on food, on anything, even on earrings, but the compliment must be real, must be genuine. And smile helps you to look more genuine, but do not smile in a way that look really absurd. No, no, no. This is really a kind of a genuine smile. Keep it simple, give compliment. Talk about food, health, and finance. I think this is the most important point, because food, health, and finance are the topics on everyone wants to talk. Everyone wants to know about the food. Everyone has health issue. Everyone has financial issues. So if you don't know where to start, start about food, new drinks, about health issues, about new things, about financial situations of the country, of your home, or anything. Best way to start conversation, in my opinion, this is the best way to start conversation. Talk about food, health, and finance. Keep it simple, give compliment, talk about food, health, and finance. The fourth point, make it personal. It means that you can start a conversation by narrating your personal story, by narrating your personal experience, maybe about hiking, maybe about work experience, maybe about the journey that you have covered. Share something interesting about yourself. You can share a story that can create interest in others. Ask question, but try to ask open-ended question. And what is meant by open-ended question? The question that is not answered in a way of yes or no. You can ask question which need explanation. You can ask a question which is given to you in a explanatory way. Do not ask a question that is answered in yes, no, but ask a question which is open ended. For example, you can ask a help, how I can save this file, how to start a good business, whatsoever. You can ask a question. And this point, this, it looks absurd but kind of really important. Sit back and listen. Here is an important example of Nelson Mandela that is not related to here, but it's important. For example, Nelson Mandela, or I think you can say that it's a really important thing. Someone asked Nelson Mandela how you become a good communicator. So he answered, my father advised me to speak at last. So I listened all the members who are sitting here, but I speak at the last. I am the person who speaks at the last because I have the thoughts of everyone. So when I speak, everyone listen to me because I have the viewpoint of the other person. So that is the thing. Sit back and listen. Sometimes doesn't mean you just you are the one who is talking, talking, and talking. Now that is the thing that ends in a zero result, I must say. But sometimes be the listener. Be the listener. People like the person. People like the person who listen to them. Because there are lot of people who have lot of things to share, sorrows, happiness, and many other things, but they can't find a listener. So if you are a good listener, you are making a good conversation. Be the listener. Suppose you are talking to someone who is communicating in another language that is not your first language. You do not know how to communicate. In that case, just repeat the words of the speaker. Example, suppose as when you are communicating with someone who is an English person and you are speaking another language. So if he is or she is talking about movies, you can ask the name, you can ask the scene, you can ask the director or anything. Or simply, if someone say that I watched the movie Harry Potter, so you can simply say that, yeah, you watched the movie Harry Potter. And that starts the conversation. That never ends the conversation. You can say that this technique is parroting. Suppose that when we utter some words in front of the parrot, the same words uttered by the parrot. So this technique really helps you. If you don't know where to start a conversation, start parenting. Start parroting. That's all for today's. So whenever you next time you are having conversation with some, try to remember these 6 points. These 6 points really helps you to not only start a conversation but also an improved conversation. That's all. Thank you.